In the current cycle of Sunday gospel readings, we're in Matthew. And today we have the beautiful passage that we hear so often where Jesus, in a very tender way, says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will refresh you. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble of heart. For my yoke is easy and my burden light." I think many times we would have to be honest and say the yoke doesn't always feel easy and the burden doesn't always feel light. But what the Lord promises us is that if we entrust our intentions, our hearts, our lives, our wills to Him, that He will carry us. That really He does all the heavy lifting. That if we entrust ourselves to Him and hand our burdens over to Him, He will carry those burdens and give us the grace to do our part as well. In his Journal of a Soul, St. John the 23rd wrote about his experience for the first time of being carried aloft in the papal chair. So before the Popemobile, there was this chair called the Sede Gestatoria that 4 men would carry the Pope in so people in the crowd could see him lifted above the crowd. And he reflects on that experience of being lifted up and carried through the crowd as Pope. And he likens it to the spiritual experience of realizing that indeed the Lord had been carrying him his whole life. But to allow ourselves to be carried means we have to surrender to the strength and the grace and the power of another and allow ourselves to be lifted and perhaps taken somewhere that we wouldn't naturally want to go, but knowing the divine intelligence and the divine compassion that carry us, knowing that where the Lord carries us is exactly the place where we need to go, and also knowing that He will carry us to the cross. But we can go to the cross with confidence knowing that He will also carry us when we're on the cross, assuage our wounds, and heal us of our infirmities. So this beautiful passage, "Come to me, all you who labor and are weary," is really reflective of that divine desire of the Sacred Heart, that we come running to the Lord as a child runs to his mother or to his father, seeking to be held, indeed to be carried, both to the cross, but ultimately to the glory of eternal life.